Hi everybody, it's Diana. I'm going to show you how to color the Santa Stache. I'm just zooming in here. Okay, this is out of the holiday catalog. It's right here. It's really, really cute. And we are going to use the Nutcracker. So this is one of the cards that we did at my class, my Blendabilities class. And you want to make sure that when you use the blendabilities, you always want to stamp with the Memento pad. You don't want to use the stays on. So that way you're not going to have it bleeding when you color. Alright, so first what I want to do is I want to color the face of the Nutcracker. And I'm going to use Nude and Blush. And these are from the Skin Tone set. So the first one I'm going to do is do the nude, and I'm just going to color his whole face with the nude, and I'm using the smaller brush just because I have a little bit more control over it, I feel. So I'm going to color the whole thing in like that. Keep coloring it like this. Alright, really, really quick. Then I'm going to take the blush and add a little bit of color around his cheeks and around his nose. So I'm going to put a little bit of color in his cheek area and on each side of his nose as well, like that. And you can leave it as is, or you can go back with the other marker, the lighter one, and blend your colors out a little bit if you like. He's kind of cartoonish, so if you want to leave them, you can, because it looks kind of cool. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Daffodil Delight, and that's my medium one. So now I'm going to take it, and I'm going to go on these lines, like around the hat area. And I just want to do all those first, get them done, before I color all the big areas. So I'm just going over in the little dots as well. You can also do down here on his coat as well. Alright, put the lid on. And then also I'm going to take the light pumpkin pie, and I want to do these little buttons and things right there. Alright, so now I'm going to take my Night of Navy Blendabilities, and I'm going to use the light blue first. Now I'm not going to color the whole guy just because it will take too long. So I'm just going to do just a bit at a time, because then you'll realize what I'm doing, you know, so you can complete yours fully. So I'm coloring the light first. And I didn't put the tip all the way on. I just slid it on a little bit because I'm going to open it back up. So then I'm going to take my dark Night of Navy, and I'm just going to put just a little bit on the edge. Not very much. It's very dark. Then I'm going to take my medium one, and I'm just going to add a little bit to that as well. And I'm just blending into those two colors together to get any lines gone. Then I'm going to take my light again, and I'm going to go over this area one more time, concentrating on where those colors meet and giving it a good saturation. And then what that does is it will blend those colors together, so there's less obvious of like colors like there, oh there's a dark there, oh there's a medium there, oh there's a light. It's just like a whole blending of beautifulness. So now what I would do is I would also do that top blue as well. But I want to show you how I do the red. So I'm going to close these markers. Can you hear that click, click, click? Alright. So now what I'm going to do the same thing with the red. So I'm going to color the whole thing with the red. But this time, since I'm going to be going in and out of all those little lines, I'm going to use the smaller side of the marker, because I'm just going to have more control over it. It's going to allow me to go in and around without making a mess. So I'm going to go up here, go around, up and around my little buttons or circles or whatever they are. He's so cute. And now I'm going to go down here to the bottom and go over here. And then what I'll do after I've basically like outlined my edges where I could maybe make a mistake, then I'm gonna close my marker and then I'll use the brush side, because now I can go a little faster, but I'm not having to worry about, oh, I colored the button or whatever, because I've already done that with the smaller side of the marker. So I can just go in and fill that out. Okay, so now I color that one. Then I'm going to take my darker. So just like I did with the Night of Navy, I'm going to take my dark, and this is Cherry Cobbler. I'm bad about calling it red, but it's really Cherry Cobbler. So I'm doing my edge with the dark, just real subtle. Then I'm going to do my medium, just like we did the blue. Go over top of that dark red and get those lines blended out. Now if you were going to make this for your Christmas card, I would just pick one color red, one color blue, one color gray, and just don't worry about blending the colors. The people that get your card are going to be so tickled that you even made a card. They're not going to care so much if you blended it so beautifully. Just, you know, don't freak out if you're making a bunch of them. So just, I'm going to have to be really careful. I have the big side, but I'm just going up because I really should have opened up the smaller side. So I'm just going over here, ever so careful. You can see where I got a couple boo-boos. Okay, then I'm just going over here and blending those out so it's just a nice graduating of color. Oh, you are so cute, Mr. Nutcracker. All right, isn't that beautiful? Now if you want to do the gray, so see, this is like when we did the one at class, we actually stamped the mustache part on Smoky Slate cardstock. So then we run it through the Big Shot with the framelit and it cut it out. And then I just used the markers right on the cardstock. So, but for his hair and his eyebrows, you know, we didn't want to do that. And it's such a small area that I'm only going to use my dark and my light. I'm not going to use my medium because it's just, there's not a lot of room to be doing all the blending like you have through here. You have so much room. So what you want to do is just put a little bit of your dark, and you could go medium and just light. I just chose to do the dark, so there's like more of a definition. So I'm going to put a little dark along the edges here. And you could color the mustache as well, but we glued the cardstock one on top, so you can't see that, you know, the mustache isn't colored underneath. If you were going to pop it up high, then you would want to probably color this as well, just in case people look underneath. They would see that that hasn't been colored. It's just a little more of a finished on your card. But if you're gluing it flat down, don't waste your ink. All right, so I put my dark. Now I'm going to take my light, and I'm just going to blend that out. And I'm going over my edges really good, so I get rid of that line. And then his little tufts of hair on the side as well. So just blend out those lines, because you just don't have enough room when it's a small area like that to do the three colors. So, and I just noticed there's more of a difference if I use the dark and the light than if I do the medium and the light. But really, it's up to you. It's your card. I'm just giving you tips. All right? So pretend that it's all the way colored and all that kind of stuff. And voila, he's done. A little bit of the new washi tape along the bottom just adds a pop of color. And one of the new buttons, oh my gosh, these buttons are adorable. So I will put the whole supply list on my blog. But anyways, speaking of blog, there it is. That's where you can find me. And hopefully you like this little card. He is cute. And thanks for stopping in. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.